All right, I think we're ready to get started. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another stream. We're streaming from my main forever world, and we got a lot of things planned for today for this lake that you see behind me. It's rather blurring a little bit right now, and I think we should try to fix that. That's the plan for today. We got a lot of plants, rocks, mud, dirt, sand, who knows? We gotta find out what we're going to be doing. But hello, everyone. We've got Robin in the chat. We've got Sunburn Relic in the chat. Marky Banjo is in the chat as well. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We've got a Saturday stream. I'm super excited to be here and can't wait to get started. Yep, we're here. Perfect timing. Brand new start. So yeah, we're going to be doing some work around the borders of this lake, inside the lake, and we gotta try to figure out the best way to do it. I've got a lot of different ideas, but we gotta see how we're going to be able to incorporate them. One of the things that I'm thinking about, and I've thought about this quite a bit even while I was working on this lake, I think we have to do something in this middle area right here because it is a little bit flat. And I don't know that we want to keep it flat. So I was thinking we might add a couple of different layers and different patterns across the floor bed of this lake a little bit, just to mix it up. We're going to also be adding in rocks and plants, which I think will help. And then I had some thinking, I can't talk right now. I've had some ideas about what to do with these holes that we've got as well, because with these holes, they go down pretty deep. This one, not the best example. Let's see. I think this one might be a better example. How far down it goes. Yeah, a little bit down. Maybe it's this one. I don't know. There's one that goes into a cave. Yeah, this might be it. Yeah, you can swim all the way down. You know, it goes pretty far, actually. We don't want to get lost. Let's get out. So I've got some things that I've been thinking about that we could do with that. And we're going to do maybe not everything today, but we might do a little bit of everything just to kind of get some ideas out there, experiment a little bit. But we do need to drop off a few things because right now my inventory is full of all the blocks that I used to build this lake. I haven't even had a chance to empty everything out. I've been busy planning some other things. A lot going on in this world. We also need to fix up our storage system because right now we're sort of split between two different storage rooms. Hello, my friend. Still got some villagers over here. And I don't actually think we want to drop stuff off over here because then we're just going to have to move it. And most of what we want is probably over at the other storage room. So let's fly over there and drop off some shulker boxes, pick up some items. I'm thinking what we're going to start off by doing is put in some mud in some areas. I think we're going to probably just focus on one area at a time. We're going to keep our short grass. We do have a lot of short grass. That's going to be useful. Empty shulker boxes are going to be useful. Let me see. These are all empty, so that's good. That one's empty. That's got moss blocks. Moss blocks will be useful. We're going to be got a lot of other things in there too. Any other empty ones? Well, let's empty this. Put the pumpkins somewhere. Ooh, oak leaves. Good. All right. Empty and more oak leaves. Perfect. So for our first area, these are pretty good. Let's take out these other blocks. We're going to need to get some more moss blocks. We've got some in here. Oh. Maybe we'll hold on to the stone. Gravel. All these other things. We don't need these. Horse dirt. Okay. Might keep those. Maybe this will be our stone and dirt one. Okay. Moss blocks we need to refill on. Grass we're good. We'll probably need to get some bone meal and the leaves will be good. All right. That's what we want. So let's grab some bone meal. We can and some moss. So I think what we're going to be focusing, and then we got to get a bottle so that we can create mud. We can get some moss from over here. Should have plenty of moss. Which one is it? That one. That's good. Good. Okay. Some there. The moss, and then bone meal, and a bottle. And then we can get started with sort of our first set of decorations. Probably take it in phases. I don't know how much we're going to be able to get done all today, but we're going to be giving it a try. Right now, I know I have a lot of bone blocks down here for the tree farm. Ooh, less than I thought because I've been taking it out. Well, let's grab, because we could use a lot of bone meal. All right. That should get us started. Let's see. Go on this one. Sort of taking a look all around our area here. Do I maybe need to put some water there? Maybe. Let's see if we have a bottle over here in one of these. No. Ooh, there are some good blocks in there for decorating. Bottles. Potions of water breathing. We might actually want that with us. So let's take those. And then we'll use one while we're working. Let's find a good spot to get started. I think we're not going to start in the middle of the lake, but I think the best place to start would be this area right over here, because this is a nice narrow spot, so we can get a pretty good idea just practicing different things that we can apply to the rest of the area right into here. Ooh, and you can see I had broken up the blocks for, there used to be a wall running along through here while I was filling in the water. So that's what those blocks are from. But we're going to drink our potion of water breathing. I don't think that we necessarily need that, but we can go along here, convert all of this to mud. I think that's going to be our first step. That's so loud. Maybe we should turn that down. What would that be? The blocks, possibly? Yeah, that's a little bit better. We could go pretty quick here. As fast as we can click. We'll do just a section. Get an idea. You know what? The other thing I didn't grab. I do want to probably mix in some cobbled deep slate. Probably should grab that. Let's grab that before we get too far, because I do want to use that to put in some boulders, underground rock formations. If I can take off, come on. Activate Elytra, please. There we go. So how's everybody doing on this Saturday afternoon? I've had a pretty good Saturday so far. Got to spend some time out and about for the morning, and now back in the afternoon for a little stream. I've also been working on my a project. I want to build a farm in my next episode, and I've been working on getting that designed up. This is not where I want to be. I don't know what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for are my deep slate blocks, which are over here. We have plenty of cobbled deep slate in one of these. Yeah, all of those shulker boxes are full. So we've got plenty of cobbled deep slate to be able to use for this. We just want to make sure we have all our blocks. Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of work of designing the... That's my bed. Getting things designed up. It is so different looking out over here. I've not had much chance to get used to this new view. I'm so used to the old view, which had all these trees and just regular terrain. It's quite different. I like it. I also think I'm going to like the mud. Mud's going to be good. Oh no. Where's my ender chest? We have trouble here. We're out in the middle of nowhere with no rockets. Okay. We're just gonna roll with it. No rockets. That's fine. We'll just go to work here. Getting these all converted over. Alright. Well, let's get a lot of these. The other thing that I was thinking we probably would want to mix in are some muddy mangrove roots. I think that will be useful, but that'll probably be something that we do where there's more of a shoreline. Whereas for the cliffs here, I think we're going to just leave the mud. And the mud works so much better for these cliffs than the dirt. I like that a lot better. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to sort of just come up with a proof of concept. We're going to use this area for that of, okay, let's test out a few different styles and different features, and then once we have those figured out, we can then go through and apply them to other parts around the lake. Also get an idea of how long it's going to take to convert this whole lake to mud. It's probably going to take a little bit. So we'll do, we'll probably do more than one stream where we're working on this lake. And this lake, this section of the lake, this is only about half of the eventual area that I want to have be a lake. So what we do over here is going to really inform the other half that has yet to be completed. So much that needs to happen. Now, probably we won't use the potions all the time because I don't think I have enough pufferfish to craft up that many potions. We may need to go back and get our ender chest so we can put in the what's it called? Whatever. Heart of the sea. No. Conduit. That added in, that would really help us out. Let me know if the water bottle is too loud. I think I have it down pretty low, but and over the music it might be fine. And I think we probably need to go along here. Oh, you can actually put it under plants. That's convenient. I wasn't sure about that, whether you'd have to take out the plants or not. It might have been faster to get the mud and put the mud in first. Respiration 3 lasts a long time. Yeah, that's true. With respiration 3, yeah, probably will be just enough. Especially where we can get out of the water. The other thing that we gotta think about is whether I want to leave these blocks here. Probably no. Ooh. I didn't think about it. Can't hear the water bottle over here on the west side. Okay. Good. Yeah, I think I did get it turned down enough to where it's not going to be super loud. We want to be able to have our mud sort of start to blend into the other areas. I think that's good. Let's get out our deep slate. It is nice that mud doesn't convert back. Imagine if it was like farmland, couldn't put anything down, or it would convert back over to dirt. It'd be a mess. So I think doing something like this for a rock formation, so that's sort of our something that we can do just to mix it up a little bit so it's not all mud. And it was really useful there because we had some other types of blocks that we don't want necessarily to have. We might also want to be able to do, so we could do some areas where, and maybe what we'll do is we put it in before we convert it to mud, and then we can just save ourselves from having to convert things to mud that are going to just be covered up. We have, let's not make it solid, but we can just do little boulders on the lake bed, maybe like that. It's probably good. I think that's good. And maybe if we go in through here, some of them can be a little bit smaller. That almost looks like it's cut off there. That one there. Okay. Maybe just something, those lines. I think we also need to put something in over here. Just a bit over here. Oh, yes, yeah. Underwater vegetation is good. Yeah, on mud, it's going to look even better. It's going to really stand out. So yeah, that's coming next. Once we get the mud, we can start putting in the vegetation. I was thinking I do want to do some of the drip leaves. I've got a good amount of drip leaf that we could apply to in areas. Probably not everywhere. We want to be selective with some of our things. So there's certain parts of this that we're going to do everywhere, and then certain parts that are only going to be in select areas. So one thing that's going to be everywhere, obviously, is the mud. Mud's going to be everywhere. The cobble, deep slate, boulders, those are going to be everywhere. And then for the vegetation, we're going to be doing a combination of a lot of different things. One thing that we're going to do is oak leaves, moss, grass, and probably sugarcane. I want to do sugarcane, but I didn't grab it before we started. We're going to have to go get sugarcane. Okay, that's a pretty good amount there. Mossy deep plate cobblestone. My wish list. Yeah, that would be nice. Some mossy deep slate blocks would be perfect. Only. All right, let's grab our. Got the moss there. We got the short grass. We need oak leaves. Oak leaves. Those are jungle leaves. Oak leaves. Grab the right ones. Ah, yes. Bone meal. Moss blocks. Okay. Let's go here. Grab ourselves some bone meal. Now, the one thing about using bone meal is we have to go back through and we have to break up the pattern here a little bit. So we can put it in so many spots that it doesn't look good. But I almost want to do individual ones. I think we gotta avoid situations where we have things straight across. Okay, but we gotta sleep. We don't need drown coming in, messing up our plans here. Okay. Gotta sort of just any area where we don't want patterns. We have to be careful that we don't create patterns ourselves. That's a little bit better. Where there's sort of different levels for the blocks. Well, yeah. That's good. That's good. We're getting there. Oh, you can sleep underwater? Okay. Good to know. I didn't know that. Okay. So that's looking way more interesting. And let's grab ourselves these. No random pattern, yeah. All right. So waterlogged leaves are really nice, and then mixing in the moss blocks can help to make well, one, it's adding in just a little bit of a different texture, but then you can also plant things on it. I like using the tall grass for that. We can go through, and this is where having the sugar cane also would be nice. We should probably go try to get that. Well, that's not what I wanted to do, but okay. I wanted to do that. We gotta be careful that we don't do that too much. I want the too tall grass. I don't want moss all over my rocks. We can probably do that over here too. This is probably a good spot for that. It's sort of by the shore, so we can make this a very lots of things are growing in this water, which you often find by lake shores. I just plop these in here. Okay, put one there and there. Do that. Obviously, we can put it on the grass blocks too. That there. Yeah, some sugar cane is going to be really useful. Okay. Can't get over. Now we can go up. Yeah, just a little bit of a marshy shore. Now we... you know, we just gotta do it in the rest of these areas. I don't know how much we'll do it along the cliffside, but I think it does make sense sort of where we've got regular ground over here. So the combination of that. Now, would this look... one by itself is not gonna look good, but sort of doing that as well. I wonder. just some different type of green blocks underwater. I think that that's gonna help our boulders. Yeah. And maybe sort of in these areas to mix up the borderline a little bit. We might need to do a little bit of that too. Okay. We really need to go get some rockets so that we can fly away and view this from a distance. I think that that's something that's going to really help our boulders. Yeah. Okay. We've got to expand the area that we're working on here. I wonder if we should expand over to this side. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll go over on this side. Would firefly bushes be planted underwater? Ooh, that's a good question. We should try that. Let's get some firefly bushes. We just happen to have a few. No. They don't work. But they might actually look good over here. Maybe we mix some of these in. You can't really have a marshy shore if you don't got fireflies. And I think that those actually look good. Yeah. Good reminder. Don't forget about the firefly bushes. Useful. But it's too bad you can't place them underwater. I think that they would look good underwater. We could probably... I mean, I think that looks good. From down here, it works pretty well. I didn't stay up enough for my breathing to reset, but... The other thing that we were doing before, too, was having a magma block that we just carried around with us, which is another option. Especially once we get out into the deeper areas, that might be what we do. While we have these, we might as well use them. 8 minutes at a time. It'll last a while. Mud, it's the new dirt. No. I can't wait till this whole area is covered in mud, but it's going to be a long process. Many hours, I think, given the rate at which we're converting this into mud. I probably should have just collected it all, but it's about, I think it was close to 20,000 blocks. I don't have a really good mud farm. I need to build a better mud farm. There's a couple of different farms that I'm thinking I might redo from the versions that I currently have. Mud farm is one of those. I think I need to make it in a different way. Right now, it's in a very, it's a decent mud farm, but very much not large scale project. decent enough. A little bit slow. You could also get a Nautilus. I don't know how fast they let you. Oh, a Nautilus. That's a good point. Do they only spawn in ocean biomes? Yeah, we should get a Nautilus. I was just trying to think of how we could get them over here. If we can get them to survive long enough. I feel like getting a Nautilus will be as helpful as getting the Happy Ghast over in the hardcore world was, because once I got the Happy Ghast, I was able to make so much more progress because I wasn't, I was able to move around a lot more freely. So I feel like a Nautilus could be, yeah, let's do that. We're gonna just fill in these areas. Ooh, and we're gonna try the sleeping underwater thing too. I didn't know you could sleep underwater. Let's see. Oh, you can. This is amazing. Thank you so much. I've always got to the surface. I never even thought about trying that, which is crazy because, I mean, not that I'm underwater a lot, but I've been underwater a few times. Just never even thought to give it a try. It's gonna save me so much time on this lake project. Alright. I think we should probably do that. Makes a lot of sense to me. Okay. It looks so plain. Alright. Let's go get ourselves an ender chest so we can get some rockets, and then maybe we can go get a Nautilus. I was thinking, oh, we could just fly a Nautilus over with a Happy Ghast. I don't even have a Happy Ghast in this world. So that's a little bit of a problem. How else could we get one over that would be... We could potentially get it in a boat. And I know that there's a way to fly with a boat, with an elytra. I don't know if that's been patched out. It might have been patched out. But with leads, you can... Yeah. It wasn't too bad of a swim. Okay. The build was so good. Oh. Thank you so much. Yeah, this was this is probably my biggest project that I've done in a single go. City is a big project, but many episodes. Can't fly a Nautilus with gas. Needs to be in water. Oh, okay. Needs to be in water. Fly one over with the elytra and a lead. Yeah. Okay. Got rockets. Let's get a lead. Got a lead. Got our ender chest. There we go. All right. We can fly. Got our ocean over here. And I know there are Nautilus in this ocean. We need a saddle though. Forgot. Minor detail. Let's make a quick stop. Ow. Uh, gotta make a quick stop over here. Get ourselves... Do we have a saddle? Do we have to craft one up? I think we have to craft one. Yeah. Leather. I don't know how many you need. I think you need 3. Is it 3? Do you need more? Maybe it's... No. Wait, what? How do you craft a saddle? All right. So. I'm sure I've got saddles somewhere, but who knows where they might be. Might be all the way back at our starter base. It's been so long. Not something I use a lot. All right. Right off the bat, we've got some Nautilus here. Hello, my friend. Will you be my friend? How do you ride? I've never used these before. Do you have to tame them? How do you tame them? I feel so not in the loop on this. Okay. Is it saddle? No, you can't put the saddle on it. Is it kelp? I think you need to feed them a pufferfish. Oh. What do I need the Nautilus for? Well, if we have the Nautilus, then we don't have to worry about running out of air to breathe, and it might make us move around faster in the water. Okay, so let's see. Does it need to be an alive pufferfish, or will just any old pufferfish work? I don't even know if I have pufferfish. Ooh. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, I had some pufferfish to be able to craft up my potions, but I don't know if I used them all. I do have pufferfish. I've got lots of pufferfish. Should I take more than one? Is it like with cats and dogs where you have to feed them several before they're tamed? Yeah, I said I should go. I don't know if I have pufferfish. I've got 48 pufferfish. That's plenty. I've seen with the item, but maybe the bucket also. Okay. All right. Now, here you are. Do you like this? Are you my friend now? Ah, there we go. Oh. Oh, nice. Okay. Zoom along. It's got a little bit of a cooldown. Dead or a bucket of pufferfish, so says the wiki. Ah, okay. Now, am I on it still? No, I'm not on it still. Okay, where'd it go? There it is. Okay. Now, I'm not very good at this, so this may be something that we have to try several times, but let's see. Nope. It broke off. It's a little bit tricky because you have to... No. Where did the lead go? There's the lead. Okay. Oh, no. It's as soon as I hit the rocket. It's not even... We go... Yeah. I don't know if there is a good way to do it. Let's go. Let's grab the lead. Java got nerfed. Can glide with lead, but no rocket. Okay. Well, that is gonna be a challenge. We could potentially go over this way. I think that there is a river that goes around, so we might be able to make it all the way over. We're just gonna have to float around our city. Maybe not. This may be a dead end. This is potentially a dead end. Oh no. No, it's not. Okay. My friend, don't go too far. Stay with me. Stay. Don't go anywhere. All right. And we want to go this way. Okay. So far, so good. So far, so good. Okay, now here comes the tricky part. I think... I get off here. Let's just see. Ooh. That's as close as it gets. If we can get over here, that is good. How much time can it be out of land or out of water? Out of land. And where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, there it is. All right. What if we were to... so we've got water there. Such a long ways to go. And I don't think it's any closer on the other side. I really thought it was closer here. Well, let's try to get it to this spot and then let's see if we can. I'm sorry about this if this isn't good for you, okay? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Stay alive. Stay alive. Uh-oh. Where's my lead? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, no. That was sad. Man, a plan, canal, Panama. Yeah, we might have to. We might have to. The poor Nautilus. A water bucket. I was hoping to not need to do... Let's check the other side. A bucket of water is advised. Yeah. If we were to... Maybe we don't need to make a canal. Maybe what we can do is we can just put in water in strategic places. So if we were to go water here, yeah. And maybe here. And then here. Water here. Water here. Oh yeah, that'll get us. And water breathing works on sea creatures to the... It does. Oh. Maybe we should do that too. Give it a potion of water breathing. Oh no, we'd probably need a splash potion. Of course. Yeah, splash potion. Alright. We're gonna try our puddles of water. See if this will be... Celebrity Sailboat, thank you so much for the 10 gift memberships. That's amazing. Very nice of you. All right. Oh, and I used up my pufferfish trying to save the Nautilus. So we gotta go get some more pufferfish. Okay. I always mess up that jump. Gotta get that jump. Well, won't be coming down here very often, but one of these days I will get that jump right. All right. Let's give them... Get 4. And maybe we will get a... Let's get a splash potion here. We don't want to use all of them, so. All right, and gunpowder. Please tell me I've got some. No! Oh, dear. Okay. That in there. Oh, no worries. No worries at all. All right. Gotta get some gunpowder real quick. 1 piece of gunpowder. Maybe we'll grab a couple stacks if we've got a few. Okay. All right. Got thousands of gunpowder, but none where we need it. So. I'm so happy that we made that door to be able to get in and out of my mob farm. For 3 years, I just broke blocks to get into it. Just 1. There we go. We're gonna get our Nautilus over there. If it takes us all day. Hopefully it's not gonna take us all day because we gotta work on the lake. Okay. So got that. I think we're much better prepared now. All right. Where's another Nautilus? Yeah, I promise. Things will be better this time around. It's hard to see with the rain. Between the rain particles and the water particles, it's not entirely clear. Hey, dolphin, give me some speed. Ah, there we go. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, now you're my friend. Okay. I don't know that you should be my friend given how things turned out with the last Nautilus, but we're gonna hope for the best this time. We've got just about everything that we need to have. I really like the sound of the boost. Minecraft sounds have always been good, but I feel like they get better every time with these new ones. Come back. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. All right. Making it through the river. Actually, this is probably more of a creek. Another gift membership. Celebrity Sailboat. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Okay. Now here comes test. No, I didn't want to get on. Okay. We've got that applied. Got the lead. So even if it's out of water, it should be okay. But with it being in water, we should also be okay. We've got double protection, hopefully. Uh-oh. Okay. From puddle to puddle. There we are. There we go. We're making good progress. We should have done this from the beginning. Could have saved that Nautilus. The poor Nautilus was casualty of inexperience. All right. Oh, this is probably not where we want to be. Oh no, we need to be up here. Whoa. Okay. There we go. Oh, phew. Made it. Okay. Last stretch. We're almost there. I think we did it. We've crossed the land. And you survived. We're so happy. Here, have a pufferfish. What a good Nautilus. We're gonna have so much fun together. All right, now let's clear this up. Don't want to leave a mess over here. All right. Well, we now know the secrets to transporting a Nautilus over land. Potion of water breathing. Water puddles. There we go. That's all cleaned up. Hopefully Sunburn Relic gets it one of these days. All right. Let's see. We need to figure out which side. The river goes through here. Another 10 gift memberships. Celebrity Sailboat. Going crazy today. Why so many? Thank you. All right, yeah, so we do want to go this side. That's going to get us over to here. Okay, we're going to have to go overland. One more spot. Okay. Where are you? Out of this way. All right. Oh, this poor parrot. What are you doing in the water? Uh-oh. Speeding along, zooming through this water. Up, 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 up. Shallow. It's a little bit shallow. Boy, there are a lot of parrots in the water. What are these parrots doing? Got some water parrots. Okay. Let's see. We've got you here. We now need to get over here. Let's grab our water buckets. Aw, thanks, Sunburn Relic. Glad you're here. Alright. We've got water puddle number 1. We need water puddle number 2. We need our Nautilus friend. Gonna need a name for this guy. Can name him Fishy. I think that would be a bad name. We're not gonna name him Fishy. Yeah. Get across. There we go. You did it. You survived another land crossing. Good for you, my friend. Just getting grass blocks. I've got moss blocks. These are so easy to place and break. Silly me. Okay. We're almost there, my friend. Your new home. You're gonna have a whole lake all to yourself. You probably should bring a friend for him. What we should do bunch of Nautilus over here. All right. Final barrier. And we made it across. All right. Now we're set. Squid are doing very well over here. If we ever need a few ink sacs, we should have no trouble finding squid. What we probably should have done while we were in the storage room was grab the drip leaf, because we were right there. Forgot about that. Not good. Oh, that's already looking so much better. All right, we're gonna leave you here for a second. I want to fly out. From above, yeah. That's better. Oh, we didn't get sugarcane either. Okay, so many things that we didn't get. Now let's see, how does this work as far as water bottles go? Oh yeah, you can totally reach. It's fine. I don't want to go up. We don't even need a conduit. Of course, we don't also need to boost. It's gonna make life so much easier. Don't have to worry about breathing underwater. I think we'll just go along. Do these layer by layer. That'll probably be a little bit easier because going up and down isn't quite so straightforward on these guys. Going side to side actually is not too bad. I think we want to go, yeah, this is going to make a lot more sense. If we could do it this way. How much mud do we need? I wonder, does this track items times mined? No, times crafted, times used. Is there a thing for a water bottle? I have to go pretty far down. I feel like we should keep track of this. Is there a water bottle? Water bottle. 1,000. Probably getting close. Wonder if we've passed it. Have we passed it? I don't see water bottle. Used an elytra 318 times. How is that defining use of an elytra? That seems really small, like a small number. Water bottle. Yeah, I think. It's got to be up here in the thousands. Yeah, research tab. They should. Ah, here we go. Water bottle. Times used. 5,500. All right. We're going to remember that number. 5,500. I knew it was high. I was like, once it got out of the thousands, there's no way I've used a water bottle less than 1,000 times. Because I like mud. I use mud a lot. I don't usually craft it with a water bottle, but there was a time where I did do that for All right, I think this is as far as we're gonna go for right now. Stay in the water. Stay in the water. Can we reach? Yes. Okay. So reach. Now we probably should sleep through the night, so we don't have drown chasing us. So much mud. Does your Nautilus friend have a name? No. We need to come up with a name. Okay, oh, I see. I see. Don't hurt my Nautilus friend. That's not what we need to have happen right now. Okay, we need to sleep. Bunch of mobs spawning in. We need a good name. I mean, we could call him Muddy, but I don't know that that's a good name. I'd probably not put that in the good name category. And I feel like it's a little bit close to our happy guest who's called Mossy. We can't. That's the extent to my creativity when it comes to names. He should be the second of his name. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yep. We gotta honor the first Nautilus who did not survive the trip. I did forget to start building the rocks over here, so we're gonna come back through and build our boulders. Never ask about this. The first, we learned some lessons on the first one about how long they can stay out of water. That's what happened. And the answer is not a happy answer. Top secret withdrawn. Yeah. Ooh, Stripey the second. I like it. Getting it all filled in. I think we're gonna go probably up to that point and then across, and then we'll see. Ooh, Jet. Ooh, Jet. We could name him Jetstream. Even though that's not, Jetstream is up in the air, but Jetstream, yeah. Yeah, we could. We're gonna need to get a second Nautilus, so we could have one Nautilus is on a stream. Yeah, true. We could have one be Stripey the second, and then one will be Jetstream. I think that because we gotta have at least 2 Nautilus over here. We can't just leave Stripey here all by himself. He's got to have somebody here to keep him company. The big lake. And you know, the squid are somewhat standoffish, and the salmon keep to themselves, so gotta help Stripey out. We'll have Stripey and Jetstream. Oh, there you go. Yeah. And yep, the junior will be Cuddles. I like it. All right, now we just got to make it happen. Maybe at the end of the stream, we'll make the trip one more time. Get a second Nautilus over here. And get some name tags. Oh, yeah, we should. Yeah, get some golden dandelions for that one. Yeah, we can always have the baby. All right. Seems like a good plan to me. Make our way over here. This is our line that we're going to get the mud up to. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't mean to boost. Nope. I'm so used to pressing spacebar to go up. But that's not what happens. All right. Over here. Zoe. Yeah, okay. Get this. So much mud. I thought this might be faster than getting the mud, but now I'm wondering. I still think it's faster, potentially. Actually not. We could... One thing we could do is maybe we can get some sections where we do a little bit of a gradient of... Because you could do probably mud, muddy roots, coarse dirt, then dirt. That might look good together. And that could allow us to maybe mix it up, have a little bit more variety in the lake as well. Just thinking different ways that we could do different things. I don't know if you do AFK farming, but mud could be farmed by just keeping right click down. Yeah. I gotta find a farm that I can do that on. The one that I currently have, whose world is 5%. But actually seems like a very mechanic way for texturing. Yeah. Yeah, I think the problem I have is that the farm that I use doesn't, if I just hold it down, it doesn't always create mud. So then I end up with dirt, and then I end up with a lot of extra water bottles because it comes through too fast. So, but yeah, I need to, so that's why I want to either find a better mud farm or come up with a better mud farm. I don't know that I could come up with a better mud farm because I'm not a great farm designer. So I probably need to find one. But yeah, because yeah, I use mud enough that I need to have a more efficient way to get it collected. I use it in a lot of builds. It's a very good block to go with deep slate. Sort of a darker, less textured, less busy texture than deep slate. Ryan and Robin, 5 gift memberships as well. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Got there we go. Let's go. We've almost got this whole section filled in. We've got this area right here. A lot that we're going to be able to work with in this one spot. This will be a good indicator, how much does it take to get this converted? Decorated up, and what will it look like when it's all done? I think we're going to have a pretty good sense of that once we complete this section. Okay. So let's see if we... This is going to tell us how much was that. So we were at 5,500. Mm. 7,300. Seems inflated. Okay. A lot. That's what we got. We're going to be using a lot of water bottles. All right. So now we got to plan out where we're going to put our boulders, and I think we want to put in a boulder over here. Let's see. Maybe put it like that. Uh-huh. There. Okay. Go over here. We can do another boulder along this side. Wait. Okay. Thought I might be too close to our other boulders. A little tricky navigating on the Nautilus, but we're getting there. It's a good spot for a boulder. Probably want to put a bigger one. Let's put a bigger one in. So we're going to have it go around. Take that block. There we go. Okay. Oh no, not on top. We want this to go over. That. Yeah. And over here, probably a bit like that. Should be good. Yep. Balloon is doing pretty good. Balloon's got quite the setup now. That seems like a good boulder. That's a good boulder. Maybe we want to put a boulder over here. The buoy. Ships don't hit the boulders. Oh yeah, yeah. A little bit of a dangerous river to navigate, but all right. Let's see. We want to go out there. Maybe this is a big one. This one's coming much bigger than I thought. All right. Probably want one in the middle here. I think with this also should be a bigger one. Good. Yes. Oh, and around, and around. Okay. Almost thinking we might want to get off the Nautilus for this part because it's just a little bit more tricky to move around with. But I think that's good. Yeah. Wouldn't want the sailboat to smack down. It's a good one. I like that. All right. I think that's a pretty good mix. We don't want to overdo it. All right. Let's grab our bone meal here. I think what we're going to do is, Nautilus, my friend, you're going to be free for a little bit. Going to be a little bit easier. This way. All right, there we go. Yeah, now see, this is what we don't want. We don't want. We also don't want that. That's good. Got quite a few here in a row. There. That's good. And then I think we need to do our leaves here and here, just a little bit like that. Perfect. This side. I don't know why I didn't do this side. Right there. Gotta break this one. Okay. Yeah. Can only sleep at night. It's nighttime. Isn't it? Oh. Setting. There we go. Now we're sleeping. Okay. Bone meal. There. I wish it was more closer to how they did grass than the way that this works out, but because grass doesn't do it on every single block, which is both good and bad, but it's mostly good. You don't end up in these situations. Gotta have a little bit more variety. I'd be curious as to why they did it. What was the thought process? Right. The way that it's done. There. A little bit. That was a pretty good spread. It seems to do better on spreads when there's a change in elevation. Not so clumped together, but if it's on any sort of flat thing, it puts it down on every single block. And maybe it's just the waviness that makes it look weird. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Oh, what's that? That there and there. You know what? I think that's looking a lot better. Let's see. Up here. Yeah. It helps to really disguise the lake bed. Because I feel like over here, especially where you've got the dirt, you can definitely see where those lines are. Even where we got the mud, you can see where those lines are. But once you get the mud, the boulders, and then the plants, just looks a lot better. Okay. We're on the right track. Let's keep going. Aw, thanks, Celebrity Sailboat. Now we just have to... little few more areas that we gotta fill in. Aw, thanks, Relic. Alright. Maybe we should try to get some dolphins in here. Generally have a rough time with dolphins, but it might be nice. Outside of coral, are there any... There's not any flowers that we could probably put down here, huh? How do we end up with that? Will I build Stripey an underground fishbowl castle? Ooh. I don't know if we'll do a castle, but we might do some... I was thinking we could do more of a rock. We might do more rock formations. I want to do at least an arch somewhere. We can maybe build an underwater cave for Stripey. All right. Close enough to... Aw, thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, sea pickles. Yeah. And thank you. Yeah, I try to put some effort into it. All right. Yeah, sea pickles. Glow. Oh, right. Glow lichen. Yes. We've got so many things that we could add. Look, got the salmon. The salmon look good. So, oh, we got so many. There's so much more. Okay. Gotta not a thing you can speed through. But we gotta go quickly. Make as much progress as possible. I really want to... That was the best spot. That worked out really well. Sometimes you place it in and it's like, that was too close. Okay, that might have been a little bit too close. That there. Ooh, that was good. Yeah, it just seems to do better when there's change in elevation. Gotta put in. Oh, that's interesting. It sort of just pauses your air bubbles where they are. All right, let's put in air. We're out. Good. Okay. Ended up with a lot up there. I definitely don't want two there, not close together. I'm gonna put in a little bit more. If we were doing that, yes, in some of the places. I don't know if we want to add color. I feel like color might be necessary, but I do kind of like the green. Just having green. But maybe that's a lot. I have some ideas for where we can put color in some other areas. So there will be spots where we get some color put in. And haven't quite decided to the extent at which I'll do it though. So, but I have some ideas I think could be kind of fun. So we might experiment with that a little bit once we get this area all filled in. Probably put that there. That would also help. Oh, sleep. Sleep is important. Must get our sleep so we're all rested and ready. All right. Oh, yeah. Strategical lantern might look nice. Ooh, I hadn't thought about lanterns. Yeah. Some blue lanterns. Can you waterlog lanterns? I don't know if I've ever tried waterlogging lanterns. We may have to try that. Like some blue lanterns would be very mysterious. It's very very lush under in this lake. Plenty of plant life. two of those next to each other. Those all really group together, and we can do that. That's good. And we probably want to go along here. That's good. Good, good. I think I'm getting less particular about the seagrass the longer we go. Or maybe I'm just getting better at breaking it. More comfortable with that process. Okay. Do need a few more leaf blocks on this one. That's there. All right. I mean, that's a huge improvement. Oh, okay, lanterns can be waterlogged. Oh, good, good, good. That's then... All right. I think we need to go get a few things. We need to get some lanterns now. We could get some glow lichen, and we could also get some sea pickles. Potentially. I don't know if we want to light things up with sea pickles. Maybe. Yeah, let's get some test it out. We gotta get over it. Take off. Now that we've got it all filled in. Let's see from up here. Yeah. Makes a huge difference. So we just now need to go copy, paste. All right, off we go. Gotta go get a few more things. Lanterns. I think our lanterns are over here. If I'm remembering correctly, I may have moved them all over here. The few that I have. Soul lanterns. Let's see. We have, these are, yep. Here. Got some regular lanterns, but I want to do soul lanterns. I feel like those are going to be more in line. Got a little bit there with our city. Got a few there. Got a whole bunch in there. Do we have any more? Ooh, glow lichen. We got a bunch of glow lichen in there. Go ahead and get some of these things that we don't need put back. All right. Oh, even more. Okay. We also need sugarcane. I don't know how much we're gonna need, but let's see. Grab a bunch. These farms are overloaded anyways, so they could stand to be emptied out a little bit. Okay, those are good. sugarcane, and then we might as well grab the drip leaf. I may actually have less than I think. But drip leaf and what else? Let's see. Drip leaf, drip leaf. I don't actually have that much. Okay. Well, we'll take a little bit with us. I thought I had more. Yeah. It blends in much better with the creek or lake or the river behind it. All right. So let's see. Oh, we didn't grab sea pickles. Well, that's okay. Let's go over here. I wonder... if we want to do that. Go on sand. Interesting. Might even do that there. Yeah. Do we need silk touch or shears for these? Can't remember. Won't break it. For some reason, elytra and water do not go well together. All right, we got that. I think that's good. What are our other ones that we want to try? Let's try glow lichen. Potentially. A bit like that, maybe. Shears? Okay. Yeah. Good to know. I don't think I like glow lichen. They're probably wanting it to be somewhat dark, but maybe... trying to think of where the best place to put these would be. I won't sleep just yet. Who's throwing? You're throwing things at me. Don't throw things at me. Ooh, dodge. No. Oh, dodge. Don't hit me. That was lucky. Okay. Ooh, I kind of like the lanterns. Just enough spots. We don't want to overdo it with the lanterns, but I think having little points of light actually looks really good. That, yeah, I like that. And then let's see if we can get out. Come on. There we go. From above. Yeah. Those are good. Just kind of subtle. Not overdone. Except those two. Those are a little bit close. Like the random lantern. Maybe on a lone outcropping or in a cave. Who knows how it got there. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, pickles. Yeah, sea pickles. Yeah, I didn't grab the sea pickles, but yeah, we could also think about those. I just really like the fireflies. I didn't really highlight this in the video, but we do have a lot of firefly bushes up on these hills. Just such a great effect. I wish that they would last from further away. You have to be so close for them. All right, get distracted. Stay focused. All right. Skeleton's not having a great day over there. All right, that is a pretty good set. Do we want... Oh dear. Well, didn't think I would make that. Let's see if we want to put in any marshy areas. I think we might want to... Maybe not. I don't think it makes sense to have marshy areas around the cliffs. Let's see. Aw, thanks, Celebrity Sailboat. Yeah. I was trying to come up with some terrain that wasn't too, was a little bit different. How are you still alive? Yeah. Well, I wish I was recording when it happened because it startled me. I jumped when that happened in the nether because it's like I was just, all right, let's place the sponges in, and then boom. Whoa. All right. But yeah, it was pretty funny. Okay. We still got some things to do here. I'm trying to think if we want to maybe go along here. We can do the mud along this area, and then we could do a little bit more of the marshy work along the shore here. I feel like we've got so much to do that we gotta get a decent chunk done. What we don't need are drowned. Come on, come on. There we go. So if we... Ooh, this is a lot. All right, we'll go from here. All right. This is our line. We're going to go up to next. Lots of salmon. Okay, let's get off, and we gotta get our deep slate. Let's see other things. Oh. We gotta get to work. We're gonna place in our boulders first. Let's do a good sized boulder along this area here. That's a decent boulder. Yeah. The pillagers. I may do something with that pillager outpost. Got some... I've had some thoughts about it while working on this project. Just that a little bit. Probably go over here too. That's good. I think we probably want to break this one. Too much of a square corner. Can't have any square corners there. And probably right here, maybe. I almost want to... I don't want to put one right there. Well, that's too closely spaced. We need to probably do one over here. That's not too bad. Except for the hole. There we go. Fixed up. Yeah. Yeah, I felt if I put one there, we'd have 1, 2, 3. No. Yep. I don't know that we need... one up here. If we put one up here, that's pretty close. Maybe this is just one that's flat. Or flat. This is the tip of one. That's much bigger, but it goes down into the ground somewhere. Been covered up with all the mud and the silt. All right, Nautilus. Starting to blend in with all of the salmon. Okay, so let's go outline where we're going to put our mud. Away we go. Mud, 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 and more mud. Who doesn't like mud? Ah, we've got a problem. Now, I think normally I might try to do the smaller sections first, but we're going to do the big sections first. That way it gets easier as we go. True? Somebody was putting in plants over here. Didn't quite get... Oh, is Nautilus armor craftable? That's a good question. I don't know. We should get some, though. Get some netherite Nautilus armor for our friend here, Stripey. Stripey's gotta last. Is it night? Oh, it is night. Don't go too far. Don't go too far. Save ourselves from converting, 5 or 6 dirt blocks by putting in our boulders. They don't really save us from converting that much, but it thought maybe. Sounded good in my head at the time. Google says not yet craftable. That's too bad. Where do you find them though? Are they found? I have no idea where to even look. Is it in a treasure chest? Or do you have to go? I don't even know where else it would be. Maybe is it part of the suspicious sand? Suspicious, can't even say it. Suspicious sand. Only 9 slots there, struggling to find ways to implement all types of yeah. Generated loot in ocean structures. Okay. So we have to go through and look for drowned ruined temples and things. Buried treasure, shipwrecks, ocean ruins. Okay. Well, that might be an adventure we have to go on at some point. Gonna have to scout out some drowned ruins. Treasure chests. Yeah. I do want to get more conduits. So I think that they could be a pretty nice decorative block to use. Been thinking about putting them into some more areas around our city, so we might use that. It could be a stream where let's get some part of the seas and then Nautilus shells, or not Nautilus shells. Heart of the Seas and Nautilus armor. We will need Nautilus shells to be able to craft up the conduits. This is definitely a big chunk of area that we're working with here. Get converted over. We're getting close. We're getting close. Of course, this is only the first part. We've got 10 layers right over here to do. Now, do I want to... I don't want to go too much into the middle. Like I said at the start, I think I'm going to be raising up some sections in the middle. So I was just trying to decide whether I've gone too far over here, but probably not. Still have a little bit of room. But I do want to try to make the middle part interesting. I think it turned out a little bit too flat. We're just plugging along here, getting our mud and back and forth, back and forth. Two shows, one sea expedition. Yeah. Question that I have is how many uses of water bottles will we use for this section? The last one, it was over 2,000, so, which seems like a lot. Well, that wouldn't have been equivalent to 2,000 blocks, but I don't know if it's counting when we scoop up the water and then when we place the water, or what. Okay. Here we go. So much clicking. So much clicking. I don't know if you can hear it, but hopefully you can't hear my mouse clicking away. Oh, good. All right. Yeah, I try to make sure that it's not something that comes through, but you never know. I think as we go up, these are going to get faster because each one's a little bit smaller. Let's see. Oh, and then we've got our boulders too. Our boulders are going to help us. This is probably the widest spot for this ledge. Ooh, yeah. Oh, we're zipping through. The other area that we have to do some work on is that wall right there. There's going to be something going there, so it's going to be covered up eventually. But it does look a little rough right now. What's going to go there is not yet planned though, so just concept phase right now. Oh, I want to put something here. The daytime? Oh, it's getting to be night. I had a feeling we'd been down here for a little while without sleeping. I thought it might be close. Two blocks of mud before I end up trying to drink the water. Yeah, that's pretty good. 32 blocks. I don't. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Oh, I should have been doing that. That's so much faster. Here I was just clicking. Well, I've learned so much today. Oh. Never knew you could sleep underwater. Didn't know you could just hold it down for converting it into mud. It's so much better. So much faster. My goodness. I've been doing this wrong the whole time. Even with the occasional drinking of the water bottle. The thing that usually gets to me when I'm playing, especially when I'm building, is holding shift and after it's usually probably at the end of a day, if I'm spending the whole day working on it, about get up to about 5, 6, 7 hours of holding shift. Pinky hurts. It's like the very end of the finger, and it's just done holding ship. I'm like, okay. So I may just risk falling at this point because that's one thing that gets me. Yeah, this is so much faster. Oh. Oh, from hold to toggle. See, I should probably do that. That's useful too. This almost feels like being in creative. Just replacing blocks. Oh, yeah. See, these are things I never try. I should try these things. Need to branch out more. Be more adventurous with my settings. We're going along. We're going along. Yep, long ways to go. It's like, oh, look at how much progress we've made. Oh, we've still got a long ways to go. Oh, yeah, the auto jump. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have the auto jump on either. Or, I don't have the auto jump on. But it's definitely one I shouldn't turn on. Jumping is not good for my health. A little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. Oh, we're gonna get shorter and shorter over here because we've got this coming along here. Next one. We're just painting our blocks. Yeah. Yeah. Auto jump is a bit clunky. Hello, toilet head. Welcome. We got our little bit of progress here. Converting dirt to mud. This was a much bigger chunk than I was thinking. Like, oh, you know, we could probably get that pretty quickly. Oh, yes. Not so quickly. We were on a little bit of a roll there for a while, but we're getting quite the hit. Early stream, yeah. A little bit earlier than usual because during the week I've got my day job, so I can't stream this early normally. But on the weekends, when I can do a stream, this is yeah, I can do it earlier in the day. Step assist. Up without jumping. Oh, yeah. That could be interesting. I could see how that would be a lot better than the auto jump. One thing that I wish they would introduce is the ability to use the pick block to pull blocks from shulker boxes. If you have the shulker box in your inventory and it has a block that you can, or it has a stack of blocks that you're using, and you use the pick block, you could just automatically pull it from the shulker box and put it into your hotbar. That would be amazing. The one feature, well, it's not just one. There's many features I wish they do, but that would be my. Where'd you go? Here we go. Oh. Yeah. It would be nice if they could do something to help the inventory out. I mean, there's some things that seem very much, you know, classic and shouldn't change. But I've wondered if just increasing stack sizes would help. But having a stack of 64 also feels just very much like a classic feature that shouldn't change. So I don't know that I want them to make that change, but I also wonder, you know, if that would be something that would alleviate some of the problems. If you're not going to increase the number of slots that you have available. Kind of interesting dilemma. Because, you know, it seems like a lot of things that could be introduced would only be temporary. Even if you were to increase the number of slots available, that's just temporary. You're just going to add more items. So, and in, you know, a number of years, you'd have to do it again, and then do it again, and then do it again. And that probably wouldn't be a way to go, but I don't know what would be the way to go. Ever played Donut SMP? No, I've not played Donut SMP. I've heard about it though. Yeah, yeah, I really like bundles, especially when you first start out in a world. Bundles are a great feature for that. But yeah, they're also limited. And I think, you know, maybe they could, if they were to make shulker boxes work a little bit like bundles, maybe that would help. I don't know. You could scroll through your shulker box inventory like you scroll through a bundles inventory, so you don't have to actually place it down. That would be the other option that I would get. Or if there was a slot on your hotbar where if you put the shulker box, when you opened up your inventory, it would expand it. So it maybe take up the space of a large chest. So that way you could easily just move things back and forth. I don't know. That might be too gimmicky. Many different ways that they could go, though, for sure. Here we go. Here we go. We're getting close. We've only got 2 more levels to go for this section. This is a very small section of this lake. Now, maybe we should see... We should see whether we need to add in some frogs around our lake. That might be another thing that we have to add in. Like, that'd be a very appropriate mob to have in the lake. Or on beside the lake. Little frog reserve. I don't know about the best way to get them to stay. They might just bounce away, but see if we can get creative with that. How can we keep frogs in place? Probably some leads would be the most obvious solution. I think we're going to get to a spot where we're going to have to get off the Nautilus. The next level, I don't know that we can stay on. Might have to just do that here. Last layer for this section. Close, super close. All right. Let's see what else we got. So much to do. We're almost done. Almost there, almost there. It's a very wide ledge. But we'll probably have most of this be very marshy looking with our drip leaves and our sugar cane. I think we'll probably do the marshy section first, and then once we get the marshy section done, then we'll go back through and we'll put in the underwater plants. That way we can... I think that'll be the way to go. Yes. Okay. There we go. That was a big chunk. Let's see. How much did we use the water bottle for? We were at 7,700. Okay. Oh, we're up to 11,000. We've doubled the uses of our water bottle today. I'm thinking we're gonna go a lot further by the time we're done with this process. All right, let's get our marshy blocks out. So we're going to need put that away. We're gonna grab these. Oh, because those are the large ones. Right. Right. I'm gonna grab our sugar cane because we need some sugar cane. We've got moss, we got the leaves, we got the grass. Everything else is good. Okay. So probably want to do a little bit of that. I'm gonna start to blend that in a little bit. That also gives us the opportunity to put these here. So I want to do, oh, can't, that one there. Probably want to do one here. One thing we didn't grab was string, and we'll probably want to get string so that way our sugar cane doesn't grow too tall. Grab our sugar cane. Can we? No. There's those. We're also going to get our grass. Grass there. Grass there. That's not the final look. We're going to have those do a little bit more with the grass, but think we're going to probably put in pretty heavy moss there. Do a little bit of this. I'm actually kind of liking having some of these areas where there's water showing through. I might put a little bit more of those. Yeah, maybe. We need what's there. We have a little bit more of a jagged edge. We're gonna want okay, and then we'll have it sort of space out a little bit. Let's see. Oh yeah. That's pretty good. Okay. So do grass here, 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 here. And I want these all to be too tall. That one can be a 3. I think we're going to make that one taller, but for now, that 2. Well, Stripey's really enjoying this area. All right. Oh. We need more. More plants. And we need our firefly bushes. Probably need to switch out some of these. There. Okay, that's better. I think that's good. Maybe we need to put more grass back here. Let's see. There. We could also put some of these here. Does that help? Yeah, that does help. We probably are going to need to put some more sugarcane on top of some of these. I want this to be a tall one. I think we're going to want that to be a tall one. And maybe that one. Yeah, there's a little bit more variation there. Except I think this becomes too close in height to our grass. Those are two. We can't have too many of those right next to each other. Probably going to need one on top of there, and then maybe we'll do a one on top of there. That's better. All right. That looks properly overgrown, I think. I think that that's good. Okay. So now let's grab our leaves. I'm gonna need to put in some leaves around here. I'm gonna do these first. We got some leaves to put in here. That's probably good. Put some there. Okay. And we can put some here. Oh. And put our leaves for this side. We've learned our lesson about putting in leaves on the dirt, so won't do that. Maybe we'll do a little bit of some independent leaf action here. A little bit here. A little bit over there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Please. Oh. We might have actually ended that at the perfect spot. Okay. Bit over here. Okay. Now, I'm wondering if it's faster to go through. We're going to just bone meal everything. Then we'll go back through and clean it up. I feel like that's going to be the better way forward. Oh, and sleeping on the bed fixes your water breathing? What? Well, I always have a bed with me. Of course, not always able to sleep, so maybe that doesn't help. Let's see. Is there a way to... Oh. I feel like that's a much better option for not drowning. We're learning all sorts of things about being underwater today. All right. Let's see. Put some on here. Put some up here. All right. Got a mess of seagrass we're gonna need to clean up. Definitely have overdone it. That's fine. We knew this was gonna happen. All part of the plan. Testing out different ways to see which is the most efficient way of doing it. Sometimes you gotta just see. Is this more efficient than what I was doing? Not. Who knows? Didn't want to just do that. I didn't want to do that. There we go. Of course. Did I use the bed trick? No, I didn't use the bed trick. I need to remember, use the bed trick. That's the way to go. Definitely. So much bone meal. Oh. Ouch. Ouch. All right. Yeah, we gotta definitely thin the grass a little bit. This is to be expected. Real. Quite so many tall ones either. Just gotta a little bit better mix things. This might be something that Stripey's good for. Where is Stripey? Stripey is over here having fun in the marsh. Glad to know he likes our custom plant life over here. But we need you, dude. Come with me. Where were we? All the way over here. Yeah, this is gonna definitely not what we need. Don't need a boost. Just need to go through carefully. Leaving some of these. Not having these straight lines. We can't have these straight lines. They're all blowing in the water at the same exact movement. Repeating textures. Oh, we got so much to get done here. Huh? Here too. Go. Go. too many of those too close together. Then we got it. This definitely feels like being in creative mode. A little bit. Just because of how easy it is to break blocks. Hello, Isabel. Welcome. Oh, so many tall ones over here. Way too many. Just a little bit. 80% less. That's much better. These all. Oh, took out probably one that I didn't necessarily want to. First pass. Like logo, banner overlays, or maybe animate. Nope. I'm pretty happy with what I got for now, though. Thank you. Appreciate the offer. Okay. How is that? I'm thinking we need to do something here. Let's grab those. Yeah. So much that needs to be thinned. That's what we're doing. We're thinning it. Just going through, just blop, blop, blop. Sometimes worry if I take out too much, but maybe not. Maybe I don't need to worry about that so much. Kind of hard to take out too much. Yeah, I think that that's the right amount. Except for this clump right here. Okay. Are we getting it to be night? I think that it's about nighttime. We should probably sleep. This is getting hard to see. A little hard to see now. Clear it up. Here, my friend. All right. And those. Over here. Through here. Okay. Since you have the box touch, the amount of gas you leave in or take out will be just right. Oh, well, that's convenient. I'm glad I got that. Yeah. I probably could be less, or you know, less deliberate with this, only because, especially this section, this is on the opposite end of from our city. So, how visible is this actually going to be on a regular basis? Not visible at all. Occasionally, will it be visible? Yes. Occasionally, it'll be kind of visible. So, you know, probably could afford to be a little less picky, but we want it to look good too. So that's the balance. There's definitely too many tools on that. But yeah, this is outside the render distance if you're standing at the city. Gotta just, but yeah, use just the right amount. Go through here. There we are. Oh, there's a lot of ones over here. All right. Side. There we go. Oh. 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 All right. We're getting there. We're getting there. And I think too, in sort of vanilla water areas, that's part of it, is that it's a lot denser when you're doing it than sort of vanilla terrain is. I wonder if that's also why it sort of sticks out, because like, oh well, this is not how it is normally, and kind of know that from just playing the game subconsciously. This is not right. This looks different. So. Okay. That's that level. Maybe not. Some of these areas over here. Please. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. The right balance. Maybe we can, kind of get 2 levels here. Okay, say that a lot. Filling in the gaps. All right. Okay. Sure. So, maybe. All of those words. Gotta be careful about using them. All right. There I go again. Using it again. But we are doing well. Very well. I'm so happy with getting to get this part started. It's such a key part to the lake. I think especially on this scale, you can kind of get away with not doing a lot on smaller lakes, but on a big lake really stands out. Rockin' into Robin, a member for 15 months. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you sticking through all that time. Being such an active member on streams, in the Discord. Really appreciate it. Alright. We're getting to the level where we might have to jump off Stripey here. It's a little challenging with the water texture right between us and the grass. A little bit over there, a little bit over there. Right. Go through here. Break these. Okay, now let's take a look, step back and look at our work there. Yeah, there we go. That's a big section. But compared to the rest of this area, it's so much vegetation. Okay. Am I not on? I am not on. Where did Stripey go? I got off Stripey. What in the world? I was like thinking I was on him. He's like over here dancing away. Come on, my friend. We got work to do. There we go. Just kind of float here. Perfect. Okay. Maybe we do a few lanterns. Maybe one there. One there. I think we got to put one here. Okay. From a distance, I think it looks pretty good. We're getting the lake bed completed. Got the sun setting, fireflies are out. And now it's morning. Okay. That's pretty substantial. All right. Before we forget, let's go get some string. Where? Let's go to the new storage room. I think the new storage room's got our string. Let's see. String. Oh, that we need all of that, but just in case. Now, unfortunately, the area that we've been working on can't be seen. All right, there it is. Rash. All right. I think we want to put one up there. And this one. And this one. Don't normally like using string because it's so clearly there, but I think this is fine from how far away that we're going to be looking at it. Yeah. Garlic bed is now looking very nice. A baby squid. It is kind of nice to have different models for the baby animals over the adult animals. All right. Well, I think that might be where we leave it for the stream today. A decent amount of progress has been made. Long ways to go. But yeah, I think that's a lot better. Just a little bit more variation, and our cliffs definitely look a lot better blending in with the mud there. Not quite so jagged. I think if you look sort of the comparison between this and this flows a lot better. Obviously, that was by design. Because that's why we've got the darker rocks under here. For supposed to be for rocks that are wet, and then we got mud. Wonder if we turn on shaders. Ooh. It's very nice. Sun coming through. I don't use shaders a lot. Probably should use it more. Okay, can we take off? We got one rocket. Take off. Come on. Come on. We gotta get out of the water. There we go. We made it out. Yes, definitely. Well, thank you everybody for sticking around through the stream. Thanks, Robin. Thanks, Sunburn Relic. Thanks, Marky Banjo, Celebrity Sailboat. Appreciate all of you stopping by, participating in the comments and chatting away. It's been a lot of fun. We made a lot of progress. We'll be back with another stream on Monday. We'll be back. We should be able to do the stream on Wednesday next week as well. And I also want to just let you know, keep an eye out. There will be something on Friday too. A stream on Friday. I'll be posting more about that later in the week as we get a bit closer to it. But we got something special coming up. And yeah, just keep that in mind. Anyways, have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. And we will see you all next time.